Hello, one. Hello, all. Welcome to the May 3rd through 5th, 2019 edition of Show Business. I am CP.
I am Dino of the Late Late Horror Show.
And I am Lindsay, the man with the girl's name.
What?
How's it going?
Hey, so shockingly, Avengers Endgame repeated and
Holy
won
hell,
this week.
balls
Can you
and
believe
shitholes. What?
I'll tell you what's funny. It dropped, like, if any other movie in ever dropped over $200 million, it would be laughable. But because it's Avengers Endgame, it's just 58%. That's all.
I was optimistic. I gave it like a 39%, which is kind of ridiculous drop,
yeah.
but
Yeah, it's strange. Dino, read me 2nd through 5th.
Second place is The Intruder at 11 million. Third place is Long Shot at 10 million. Fourth place is Ugly Dolls at 9 million. And she just won't go away. Brie Larson and Captain Marvel with 4 million. So there you go. Fifth place.
Yeah. So with that, no real genuine threat. I'm actually kind of surprised Intruder did as well as it did. I mean, the money isn't that big a deal, but the fact that it was second place is, a lot of people want to watch these thinly veiled Trump references.
People came out of the theater saying, "Man, this thing is
Was
tits."
it thinly veiled?
He's wearing a red hat. He's a white guy who won't leave his house.
Well, that's what I mean. Was it thinly veiled? I'm pretty sure it was like, it's not subtext at this point. It's just text.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just there.
It's
like
like,
Hollywood. Come on.
What was the quote from the guy that wrote the Robin Hood movie last year? Subtlety is for cowards.
What?
How'd that work out for that guy again? Oh yeah, that movie sucked.
Yeah. So
That's funny.
Avengers Endgame just
Yes.
ripping through records. If there are records to be had, it has them. Except here's a funny thing: it doesn't have the highest grossing Monday. Black Panther still has the highest grossing Monday, which is interesting. Yeah, I found a bit of a caveat. I was like, wait a minute, why? What happened here?
But I
But
found the caveat is Black Panther too, because of course it is. What else would it be?
I think it's got the biggest open on Black Friday too.
Mm-hmm.
huh?
Forget it, guys.
Oh.
Ba-dum-bum.
Boo.
I know, boo, bad reference. Oh, shame on me.
Boo. No, you're good, man. I was being sick.
Well, Dino, the better if you were going to do that joke that it came out in February, which is Black History Month. You could have
True.
Dino
Yeah,
joke like come.
Hey,
It's okay. He tried, man.
I'm on stuff.
Yeah, woof,
No.
woof.
Oh, in the chat, Raiders AK. I just watched Avengers Endgame for the 4th time.
Wow.
I have seen it twice. I'll admit it, I fell asleep a little bit during the second time, but it's still good a second viewing.
I'm not sure if Felix or Raiders AK is joking or not. Probably telling the truth.
Is
on
it
this
Caps? If it's Caps, he's joking.
No, it's Cap. Yeah, that means Cap. Raider AK.
So it has a bunch of awards, not highest grossing Monday. Big news. It was trending on Twitter. Officially number 2 all time worldwide with 2.198 billion. Passing Titanic in 10 days.
Wow.
Titanic.
11 days? Oh, no, it took 10 days. It's that day 11 now. It took 10 days.
Yeah,
to
today's day 11, as we record this Monday, May 6th. So Titanic, when I was checking the stats, which if you watch on the YouTube page, Willie Screedia every Monday night on YouTube, we have visuals to aid this lovely three-man voice. In the top left there, I have how many days it took for each of those films to get to that number.
Yes.
Titanic, it's at least 280 because it had multiple releases. It came out as Titanic 3D. So
Well, it's Titanic at 2.18 billion in 280 plus days.
yeah, so it was
Yeah.
the first run when it came out in 97 was 280 days. And then they re-released it a couple of years later, which that whatever that amount was, which I don't have the specific days, that's added on it. So it's at least 287 days. Meanwhile, Endgame passes it in 10.
Unbelievable.
Would you like to know how long it took Titanic to hit $2 billion?
Please.
I want you to guess. You'll never guess. Just throw any amount of time. Just get days, months, weeks, years, whatever you got.
2 billion worldwide. I'm going to say like 216 days.
Yeah, I'm going to say
more. Way more.
Ooh.
5,233.
Yeah, I don't think I would have come close to that. I was going to...
Which is 14 years.
Wow. So it didn't even have it until the re-release.
It did not.
See, so that 280 is fucking generous.
Right.
Close Beth in the chat at 10 years. So she knew it was a long time, so...
Hey, she retracted it. Oh,
yeah.
Beth. No, you're good. But yeah.
Right.
Talk about legs there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was multiple releases. So the big bad that's left with less than 600 million down the scope is Avatar, which Lindsay, do you have the time frame it took Avatar to reach 2 billion?
Avatar to reach 2 billion was 47 days.
Yeah,
which is good for it.
Yeah. Endgame did it in less than a quarter of that time.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, funny. Infinity War did it in 48.
Wow. Okay.
Almost. Yeah.
See, you know what's strange is like it just putters out. Like,
yeah.
Like how does Avatar have staying power and Infinity War does it one day less, but Infinity War is like hundreds of millions below Avatar. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. You know, Endgame's going to do it. It's just how long will it take? I think it'll be within a month, because 600 million worldwide feasibly could be this week.
Yeah, I was about to say it's entirely possible it happens. We'll be talking about it happening next week, like in the past tense.
Right. It was 1.2 this time last week. They gained 900 million since. Went down 300 million, go down 300 million again, and that's 600. And it might be like tied by this time next week.
Are you Rain Man?
450 million. It's like right there. Like it's on the verge of happening. It's just just Rain Manning it. that's a verb.
So the other thing, like if you saw the news on, Endgame passing Titanic, Twitter was a flutter. The Twitter was a flutter.
Boo.
Yeah. It's shitty joke night here on Show Business.
Oh, we're just getting warmed up.
But
this is your worst comedy club you could ever go to.
Okay. I didn't realize how much everybody hated James Cameron suddenly.
Well,
there's James Cameron was trending yesterday, Sunday the 5th, and it was nothing but take that, James Cameron. Endgame's awesome. And these people are failing to recognize that James Cameron, before yesterday, had number 1 and number 2. So
now he's number 1 and number 3.
Yeah.
Well, the hate's coming just because of the Avengers movie, and it's doing so good. That's the only reason why.
Well, he's also spoken out against superhero movies. So yeah, it's a mix of fandom.
That helps.
James Cameron saying things in the past, and it's just kind of a storm. And also, I think the fact that we're getting all these Avatar sequels, maybe it's like chest bumping. Like, hey, how good are those going to do? We just did this good. I think it's like just an imperfect storm of stuff.
If I have a reason to be upset with James Cameron, it's because he's lollygagging with this Avatar shit. When you look at his if action has something close to Hitchcock or Spielberg or Scorsese, it's James Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
When the guy does an action movie, it hits.
It's got action in it.
Hey.
Yeah, oh, hey.
I mean, yeah.
I'm James Cameron.
Yes.
I like this space movie. Let's put some action in it.
Hey, time travel's cool in that movie, The Time Machine. What if it was a robot trying to kill a lady?
Dude, True Lies is like the most underrated movie as far as
good.
I enjoy that movie. Titanic, like he just the guy knows how to make movies.
And even his unknown movies, The Abyss, that movie is so good.
Frickin' hell, man. I think
it's like Lost to Time, but yeah.
I may like The Abyss more than the Titanic. I really enjoyed that movie, man.
Yeah, the Titanic actually is great. Like, now that I'm past my, like, I don't know what kind of
romantic
younger,
stage,
less wise years. Like, yeah, Titanic's a good movie. I can admit it.
Oh yeah.
I used to watch the second tape on the VH.
Oh,
you're good.
I remember multiple VHS days.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's very romantic. The film is. Yeah.
And it's romanticizing about multiple VHSs. No. I remember the first time that happened to me was actually Saving Private Ryan. I just halfway through the movie, suddenly we had to stop and put in a different tape.
Well, the thing about Titanic, the second tape is where the action kicks off. Tape 2 is like when they hit the iceberg.
Interesting.
So
I guess is that like the middle of the movie? Because it's not even the third act yet when that happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be the midpoint.
I think so. Yeah.
I just know. I rewatched Titanic a couple of times, but I would sometimes just watch the second tape because that's when everything popped off.
Yeah, James Cameron worked on Escape from New York too. Yeah, I can hear you.
He did? Yeah. I can hear you. Yeah. But I forgot he worked on
Cutting out a bit, but you're okay.
Nurturing the storm here.
Yeah. Deep breaths.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good stuff. Yeah, tits.
So watching Endgame a second time, again, I did fall asleep a little bit, kind of around when they kind of had the stones, like they kind of wrapped up the whole time travel stuff, and they like it was after like Tony. I guess it's been 2 weeks. People have seen it after Tony's had the conversation with his dad.
There's the official "you can spoil shit now" thing.
Oh,
which is so weird.
They put that out there.
Guys?
Yeah.
I like how it's a good movie that it's finally happening with, because they tried to do that with Fantastic Beasts 2, and that movie was just terrible.
I got an early viewing of the new Child's Play movie, and I'll be putting that up on my channel very soon. I mean, it won't be spoilers, but I'm going to let you know all about how it was. So,
is this more humor?
No, it's going to be a real thing coming out in the next 4 days. So.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
You really saw Child's Play?
Watch the video.
The 2019 version of Child's Play.
Watch the video.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, I see what he's saying. Okay, this should be interesting.
All right.
I do like how they're like making fun of Woody and like Toy Story and some of the new posters that have come out to that.
Shots fired in both directions there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're jizzing all over the place. I mean, there's stuff happening, man, behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just funny for Pixar to get involved. It's like, dude, you don't have to worry about that.
You know what? Yeah, that's a good point. You know, what do they have to worry about? But yeah, they said, okay, you know, hey, put it on a poster. We'll go along with it. Even if it gets us a little bit more, theater count or whatever. Whatever.
Well, people aren't super excited for the new Toy Story movie. I mean, some people are, but there's also a lot of kind of hand-wringing, I think. So maybe they're just trying to get headlines in a good way. Speaking of getting headlines in a good way, Sonic.
Oh, yeah, good segue there, Lindsay.
I think you tried to segue us a minute ago, CP, and it failed. Sorry, sir.
I don't even remember. My computer just won't let me do anything of ease anyway. So
yeah, Sonic looks like crap. Plain and simple. It looks terrible.
See, now, are you talking about the animation, the character, or the movie? Because
all the above.
Yeah.
That
a lot of
big
people
bubble.
are nitpicking between the three, and
as a movie, like I want to see Jim Carrey just be silly like that from like it looks like kind of a fun callback from his
Right.
early stuff.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. Like, it could just be the trailer. It could literally be the one semi-funny thing he did in the entire movie is that one shot, and everything else he just does is terrible. Who knows?
I'll bet on that.
Also, the mustache. Like, if anyone's gonna wear a mustache like that, it's got to be Jim Carrey.
Sure.
But yeah, the movie just does not look good. And that animation, those human teeth, like what were they? Like, I saw this thing on Twitter where they like face swapped Pikachu from Detective Pikachu and Sonic from this movie. And the Pikachu suddenly just looks horrific, and you don't want anything to do with it. But the Sonic actually almost looks passable.
See, what's weird is, did Sonic even like have? I'm trying to think if the video game even had teeth, cartoon or otherwise. Like,
well, at least not in that much detail. And
like I remember, like
attention.
Like if he pricked his ass on one of those spikes, he would have an O face, and you never saw teeth. It was just. So
Yikesy.
you know, why even give him teeth at all?
Yeah, I hear you.
Actually.
Thanks, John Stow Canton. Stop.
John, what?
What is going on with my
what
mouth
about the
today?
Hall of Fame?
I had a slight stroke. John Kyle Stanton in the chat, $5. I think Dino is messing with us. They aren't going to do an advanced screening in Cleveland. Okay, John.
Hey,
like
dude,
I said,
Cleveland rocks.
give you 4 days.
Cleveland rocks.
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop.
Yes. Yes.
And he said John Style Canton.
John Style Canton.
Canton, Ohio. So there's that.
Fair enough.
I had myself the throat. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
And the other thing that you
Sure.
can say something, CP. Go ahead.
It's a kids movie.
The
trailer. If the trailer says to you, "Oh, you know what? There's going to be some dick jokes," then I don't know what you saw. But
Was it? It was along the lines of like Transformer-ish kind of vibe.
It's younger than that. It's younger
You think?
than that.
Okay.
It's a kids movie. Like, here's the problem: everybody who grew up with Sonic is pissed, and it's just like, guys, no, we're not gonna have Sonic drinking beer and
This ain't my Sega.
yeah.
I would love that, like the rated R, like Sonic is like it's like the R rated Into the Spider-Verse, but it's like Into the Sonic verse, where Sonic is all like beat up and out of shape.
Lindsay,
and
see?
and he can't run.
That's the stuff we need, but we're not going to get that. But
Sadly not.
can you imagine people talking about that?
Well, like, can you imagine if they did some sort of modern day Mario? Well, I mean, shit, the Mario movie from the 90s. I don't know what they thought they were doing there.
The Mario movies.
They made the best movie ever made. That's what they're doing.
Oh,
So that wasn't for children. I don't know what human that movie was for, but this Sonic movie just seems childish. Just childish and not like
And not only is it childish, but they're making like child kidnapping and like shoved in duffel bag jokes. Like,
no.
Do kids find that funny?
Yikes.
Yeah.
It's a terrifying concept that they're just...
I don't. I didn't have interest to begin with. I just think it's funny that the internet's exploding. A, for teeth, and B, like this movie was going to be, I don't know.
The
Star
Next
Wars.
Coming? Yeah.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh man, Sonic looks like crap. You mean just starting now? It does, or were you on board from start? Because this is silly.
Do you think this is going to be a trend now with movies? The whole controversy and all that stuff with these. You think they're doing this stuff on purpose?
They announced they're making changes real fast.
They did, and I guarantee you, it's going to look worse. Like, it might look more like Sonic, but the animations won't be as smooth. Like, just something about it. It's either going to not look as good, or they're going to have these poor visual artists just working triple overtime for months to the point where they basically kill themselves in order for it to look decent. But, like, this movie comes out in 6 months.
Balls.
That's not enough time.
No,
it's like, if it was like a minor character, it'd be one thing. But this is like the star of the movie. There's too many scenes he's got to be in.
Yeah. Sure, they need to address it. Probably, I don't know. I say let it go. If it got through your I mean, it had to pass some sort of test process for them to say, all right, you know what, here, do that. I'm just tired of this knee-jerk reaction from these major studios. I liked the Bane voice that we had on the prologue from Dark Knight Rises.
Of course you
And
did.
people said, I can't hear him. I don't, what does he sound like? And then they changed it. And it sounded sillier. All this knee-jerk reaction bullshit.
Okay.
You trusted a decision that far. Ride it out.
Yeah, exactly. We got another super chat by from Ryan Strom.
Thank you, Ryan.
He says, luckily the director said they're going to change it, but the effects are going to look sloppy. But hey, guys.
Hi, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes they have to start these effects like a yearish in advance. Like maybe not always. It depends on what it is. But like I just don't see it. Like it takes too long. Like Ready Player One, just as one example. It took so long to do the post-production on that movie. Spielberg made another movie.
Well, when did they need to do reshoots for Batman versus Superman? Because that was quick edits, and boy, did it look fantastic.
You mean Batman v Superman or Justice League?
Mustachio. Oh,
Yeah,
it was
Justice
League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are they prepared already and they release what they release for
you know what
talk
and
controversy?
Yeah. There's that. There's also they could have only rendered for the trailer.
That's true.
And didn't, they only have previs for the rest of the movie, so it may not be that big a jump to fix it.
That's an interesting point. That okay, I could see that actually. And I think it was in so the Justice League came out in November. I think it was like sometime that summer when they had to go back and do the reshoots because it was like the overlap between with the shoot for Mission Impossible Fallout. So I think they had like a July or August to like October to get it done.
And it looks shit.
It looks so bad. It looks so bad.
Damn them all.
And that was just buffering a mustache. So
yeah.
Yikes.
And they couldn't even and then they opened the movie with a shot of his upper lip. It's like, guys, what are you doing? Yeah. Why are you drawing attention to it? At least have him like doing the Captain America from the Avengers thing and like covering up part of his face.
It felt like an SNL bit or something. Just like what? Why are you cold opening with this? Don't do this.
Speaking of SNL, they had a great skit about Avengers Endgame and Game of Thrones this weekend. A Family Feud. It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is SNL lately? I haven't watched it in like 3 or 4 years.
Do you know who the host was this week, Dino?
No.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did a nice little tribute to Chris Farley too, which I thought was cute.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't great, but it was all right.
So a quick question again. How is the cast right now? Should I be watching SNL or
I honestly just catch clips on YouTube that they have.
Gotcha. Okay.
I never actually watched the live broadcast. I'm part of the problem.
Yeah,
part of the problem.
Who's the guy from Barry?
Opera Man. Oh wait, what?
Barack Obama Barry, like, or
no,
Barry Manilow?
I forget his name.
Bill Hader.
Yes, Bill Hader.
Yeah.
Bill Hader. Yeah.
He left. Bill Hader was good. Jason Sudeikis was good. That era, I think, was the last really decent. Although, what's her tits from Ghostbusters is quite.
Kate McKinnon. Yeah. She's still
actually Cecily Strong's pretty funny too. So you know what? It's constant transitions.
Yeah. I do. What's her name? Also from Ghostbusters has her moments too.
I'm constantly transitioning.
Has her moments. Moments. I'll give her that. But that's TV. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Game of Thrones now.
Yeah. So business. Oh wait. Yeah.
Like no business, I know.
So Hellraiser's getting remade. You guys excited?
Yes, I am.
I guess I finally have to watch Hellraiser.
Which one? Is it part 1, 18?
I think I'm going to start with the one where they're in space and just kind of just work backwards from the franchise when they start in space and just kind of see how that goes.
So, Lindsay, here's an interesting fact that is a fact about Hellraiser movies. Okay. There's at least 3 of them that the scripts were bought as something else and made into Hellraiser.
Cloverfield before Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Let's not talk
Cenobites into things that
were like a cop drama, and then just said, you know what, we need Cenobites in this.
Let's not put down the Hellraiser franchise.
Dude,
CP.
Listen, I'm a Friday the 13th guy. What are we doing?
I hear you, man. No, it's coming from Pinhead being one of my greatest all-time horror iconic figures and characters.
He's right there, right behind you, on your left.
Yes, he is. And so that said, I mean, after 1 and 2, I still enjoyed 3 and 4 a bit, but after that, total garbage. But getting Goyer as the writer,
David S. Goyer,
gives me a little hope. So I mean, bring it on.
Of Batman,
yeah.
Goyer he's good, but he's so inconsistent.
Yeah. Apparently he did some punch up on Godzilla, the 2014 version.
That explains a lot.
That's the one thing I don't understand, though. I mean, a character that great, and even the storyline about the Cenobites, and being where they are, and how can you mess that up? I guess they mess everything up.
It's easy. You buy a script that's actually about Central Park or something.
Something with Rebel Wilson in it, and she passes and.
Actually, we were speaking before we went live about my failed web series. That's actually been picked up, and it's going to be turned into a Hellraiser movie. So,
woo! CP versus Pinhead. That's what the world needs to see, right?
No, it's not starring me. It's just a comedy about a restaurant, and now it has Cenobites.
Yeah, CP's got big things on the horizon.
Are the waiters. They're bringing such sights to see to their customers. I don't know. I don't know enough about stuff actually.
So Dark Knight. He still wrote the Dark Knight.
He did. He's wrote a lot of good things like Dark City. What else? Batman Begins.
Dark City. Hell yeah.
Jumper was cute. That movie.
I think Jumper's fun. I actually stand by Jumper as well.
Pretty.
Blade 2. Yeah, he's written a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
It's sexy.
Yeah, but then you have Puppet Master versus Sonic Toys. Uncredited.
Well, uncredited. But it was one of the more enjoying of the series, so I give it that.
He wrote the shitty Crow movie.
Ah! What?
Fun.
City of Angels.
Okay.
No. Okay.
You like that? You like that movie, Dino? Is that what that
I like that movie. Yeah.
Really? Better than the first one?
No. How can they do better than that? That's classic, man.
Wait, what's this?
Brandon Lee.
Puppet Masters 1994.
Puppet Masters 1994. I don't know.
Oh, I know why he gets uncredited things, because he wrote Demonic Toys.
Okay.
And every time they do a Demonic Toys sequel or spin-off, he has to get a mention.
Ah, got you. Well, something's going on. What? Go ahead, Lindsay. What's going on?
So I was like, oh, David S. Goyer has directed some things. Oh, that's right. He directed Blade Trinity, that horrible but fun movie. And then he directed something called The Unborn, and I'm like, wait, why does that sound familiar? And then I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh, it was the movie I thought it was, the weird pregnancy horror movie. But the poster on IMDb is basically just this shot of this woman's ass.
Ooh!
And I'm just like, of course, sure, why not?
This'll get butts and seats.
No pun intended.
Yeah, it's got the butts.
He wrote Death Warrant with Van Damme.
Oh, he did.
Ooh.
Kickboxer 2.
Yeah. Both enjoyable.
Sure.
If you like that genre.
Wait,
Dark City.
Wasn't that that was a Stephen King thing, wasn't that?
TV series?
Mm-hmm.
No. What?
Well, Sleepwalker.
I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, it's just got a checkered interesting history there.
He's got a checkered past.
Story consultant for Call of Duty games.
Oh, good for him! Wow.
To be fair, Call of Duty Black Ops is one of the better games of that entire franchise. So good for him for writing it.
And Black Cops 2.
Oh.
Okay.
I already don't. I'm from. Oh, and the Constantine series. Sure, there's something good again.
Yeah, it's really strange. Like after he did The Dark Knight, it's just like weirdo pick something solid. Weirdo pick something solid. Constantine.
And upcoming Terminator Dark Fate.
Krypton TV series. I've never heard of that. What?
It didn't do very good.
Oh, no wonder why.
Wait, how many Terminators are going to be in Terminator Dark Fate? I'm on its IMDb right now. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, Gabriel Luna as the Terminator, Brett Azar T-800. How many Terminators are in this movie?
Wait, Dark Fate is the title of the
new one. Yeah. Directed by Tim Miller.
Hope they have a few different gangs of them, and they all fight each other with switchblades and whips. And
when does it take place?
We don't know anything much about the story right now. Like the on IMDb, it literally just says plot unknown instead of giving any kind of synopsis. There's no trailer. The only poster that exists is the one of just the three ladies. Anyway.
Nothing wrong with three ladies.
No, definitely not.
You bring those whips and chains back.
Yeah, Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. It comes out what, July, June? Terminator.
When does it come out?
Sounds
a friend
about
of mine
right.
has seen it. He can't comment on it, but November 1st. And he knows that he says I'm extremely huge Terminator fan, and so his exact comment was, "You'll find it interesting, Lindsay," whatever that means. It comes out the day before my birthday.
Ah, okay. That sheds a lot of light on the subject.
It was supposed to come out in July.
Yikes. What's that mean, CP?
Is Lindsay frozen? Am I frozen?
No, Lindsay's frozen. He'll come back again. Everybody's freezing. It's.
My computer's just.
Those White Walkers. They've done it.
No. I haven't.
I know.
I haven't watched a second.
I'm not spoiling nothing. I'm just saying they did it to everyone. So that's not spoiling nothing.
Okay.
He'll be back in 1 second. There he is.
Back.
And there it is.
Yay!
I made it back.
Lindsay, good luck editing this episode, by the way. So.
On the podcast, if you guys are listening on a podcast, this happens.
Well,
we disappear.
Okay.
Okay. No need for explanation.
It's salvageable in a funny way. I save it. Otherwise,
wait. You know what?
There you go. You slapped, and he got big and went right in his box again. That was perfect timing.
That's it.
Oh, and John Kyle Stanton, $5. Dino probably already seen the new Terminator right before Child's Play. It was a double feature.
For early screeners.
Yeah, I'm told to keep my mouth shut, but I might get repercussions from this. I don't know, but
we leaked we leaked that shit about Ant-Man being important to Endgame, and Ant-Man was pretty important to Endgame.
Right.
I mean, did we leak that? I think everyone kind of knew that was.
No,
really?
Lindsay, we leaked it.
Yeah, come on, don't.
I'm sorry.
We had it here first.
Yes.
The show business exclusive.
I mean, if everybody who hasn't seen the show or watched the show knew how many important things we've leaked out over the weeks here, we'd be the number one spot to go to. But
follow through.
We'll see, man.
Like what?
Pass the word on. What? Okay. So I'm very excited for Hellraiser.
Dino, you have to believe in your humor the way I believe in. I don't know. You got to believe in yourself. Okay. You bail way too soon.
I know. I'm learning from the best of something.
Yeah. Listen, if you're gonna step to the plate, you might as well swing. You gotta.
I know.
You gotta follow through, sweetie.
I know.
What was the other piece of news we had?
Did we have any other news?
Hellraiser and something right before we went up.
Son of a...
Detective Pikachu keeps looking better and better and better.
Does it?
Should not be excited for that movie, but I am excited for that movie.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds in a cute little. I know jack shit about Pokemon. But Ryan Reynolds in a little fluffy yellow thing makes me giggle.
Good. Okay. So, yeah.
But you can't have extended silence. I don't know if it's.
No, it's
today of all days. I can't tell if it's my computer or not.
Chapter 2's trailer drops this Thursday. If anybody's excited for that.
Oh, that was. So. And Spider-Man had a trailer this morning, which I.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It gives away a lot of details. There's the whole thing like, oh, don't watch this if you haven't seen Endgame and whatever. Who cares? This movie, it reveals a lot about the movie itself.
When does it take place?
Should we discuss this?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Give everyone a chance to leave in 5, 4, 3.
He dies.
2, 1. It is set after Avengers Endgame. The trailer does reference Endgame and certain characters quite a lot, as you would expect it to. But it also reveals a lot of really weird plot details about the movie itself. Again, if you don't want to know, you should be out of here. Apparently, it's going to deal with multiverse, which is interesting. I mean, that is a whole part of the Marvel stuff. There is multiverses, but sure, bring it into Spider-Man. Why not? I guess.
Wait, isn't that what the Spider, that cartoon movie was?
So I've read online that maybe there's going to be like a crossover between this Spider-Man and the animated Spider-Man. That might be interesting. But yeah. So they're bringing in the multiverse stuff into the MCU. And apparently Zendaya's character, Mary Jane, knows that Peter's Spider-Man. They just give that away in the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, they just casually just.
What's going on there, man? Jeez.
I don't know. We'll see.
Good stuff.
But yeah, Nick Fury's in a lot too. That was the other noteworthy thing I think from the trailer. A lot of Nick Fury.
It's such a weird like they made a post-credit scene that just happens to be a movie. Like
pretty much, yeah.
This is the end of Phase 3, right? Like this is technically the end of Phase 3. This movie.
I think so.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Going forward, it's gonna be Phase 4. Yeah, I believe you're correct.
The MJ thing is a joke?
Razor Wire reviews in the chat, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. It doesn't look bad. Like Jake Gyllenhaal looks great in the Mysterio costume, and I never thought in a million years I'd say the Mysterio looks really good in live action.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool. And he is an interesting character with an interesting history of being this and being that. So it's going to be kind of fun to see how they play with that in this movie.
Dino, there's no women in this movie. How do you feel about that?
Shut up. Come on, give me a break.
No Brie Larson.
That's a plus.
There's probably no Brie Larson in this movie.
Yeah!
She's in the universe now, man.
She could be, though.
She's in every Marvel movie from here on out. Every single one of them.
I'll be waking up and
hi.
My night terrors will come back.
Oh, God.
They've been gone for 30 years. Oh. Brie Larson. Yeah, okay.
Brie Larceny. Great team name.
Oh, here's some details about Terminator Dark Fate.
Ooh.
This is Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt, but this kind of...
Sure.
There seems to be... I don't know. It seems to be making sense. So the three ladies that are on that trailer, or the poster that we have right now, are Linda Hamilton, Mackenzie Davis, and Natalie Reyes. So, Linda Hamilton is playing Sarah Connor, obviously. I don't think a John Connor has been cast, because at least I'm not seeing that anywhere here. But
Ed Furlong needs to work. Like, seriously.
Dude, what if they brought back Ed Furlong? That'd be so cool.
I'd be all right with that. You know what? He's doing the convention rounds. I've been told he looks a bit of a mess lately, but what if they're like leaking him out there just to remind people he exists, and then he's in this movie.
There's nothing like a good leak.
That'd be amazing. I'd be so down for that. That sounds amazing. So then the other two ladies on that poster were Mackenzie Davis.
Wait, hold on. Dino has devolved to contributing nothing but half jokes. Like follow through, say something serious, both, all of the above. But come on, man.
Okay, I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry, Lindsay. I cut you off to scold Dino.
No, it's totally fine. So Mackenzie Davis, who was the streetwalker lady that Ryan Reynolds liked in Blade Runner 2049, she's playing Grace. No, not Ryan Reynolds. The other one. Ryan Gosling. Yeah, Ryan Gosling and Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Yeah, but all Ryans are Ryans.
No, wait.
So I guess she's the one that's coming back from the future this time. So, and she's being sent back to protect, according to this, not John Connor, but a character named Danny Ramos, who is the one being targeted by Termination.
So they're gender swapping.
Well, I mean, or it could be like in Terminator 3, where they're not just trying to stop one person; they're just trying to get like all the people that will go on to be. I mean, I don't know. This is literally a basic character description is all I have here. 3
female leads and they gender swapped. Dino, thoughts?
I can't wait to see it.
Okay, no Brie Larson. That's all. First question is have Brie Larson.
And so Gabriel Luna is playing T-1000 again. Again, according to this, could be Wikipedia. No, but it's they're using a T-1000 again.
Oh. I'm glad he's playing that model number. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's not saying T-1000. It's saying he's playing a liquid metal Terminator. And here's the interesting part: with the ability to split into 2 separate units.
Wow.
Again, this is Wikipedia. Who knows?
Like the T-1200A.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Huh.
I just made that up.
It's like a gremlin.
Actually, okay, so Jude Cawley, whoever that is,
Lindsay, I'm the one with the shitty computer. How are you getting information in stages?
Because I'm literally reading I found this. I found a thing.
It says here that it's wait, no, everything I just said is canceled. Never mind.
Isn't that the son of Jude and John Cawley?
Okay. Well, you're gonna hate me for this, but so this next thing is either gonna prove that all of this is bullshit and none of all of this is inaccurate, but it also backs up what you said 2 seconds ago, CP, about Ed Furlong. Jude Cawley is going to play the body double for a younger John Connor, with Ed Furlong's 1991 facial likeness being applied through the use of CGI. And any other era of film, I would say that that's inaccurate, but we are living in a post-Rogue One world. So seems possible to me.
Yeah, they could de-age Eddie. He's still alive.
However crazy he may be looking these days.
You just need the eyes.
Yeah.
Chop some Visine and all is forgiven. We got anything in the YouTube chat while we're just off the rails and kicking up rocks?
I've been a little goofy all day today. Sorry if I'm a little out of it.
This is a weird week.
Luke from Razor Wire's review says spoilers. They're using Ed Furlong's likeness in Dark Fate.
That's funny.
Let's see. Put 2 and 2 together. There, they want it to be a true T3.
Well, I mean, the truth is, you shouldn't have a Terminator after Terminator 2, because determining whether or not Judgment Day still happened after the events of Terminator 2 goes against the core.
Yeah, but that's their past.
I know. I'm just saying, technically, there should never be a T3. But in the terms of franchising in the world that we exist in, obviously, there needs to be a T3.
Obviously.
And Raiders AK Felix says, Dino said he wanted to use the PYM particles to do... right, what did he say? To go back in time to kill Susan B. Anthony. So, Felix, come on. You're going too far now.
Susan B. Anthony?
Felix, before when I was testing, and Felix said he saw The Curse of La Llorona twice.
Did he really?
Just to let you know how accurate and faithful he is as a commenter.
Okay.
I don't even think the director saw it twice.
I saw it once, and I don't even know if I could say I really saw it at all.
Well, okay, one last thing. Razor Rare Review says, well, really, John Connor should just vanish as soon as that thumb goes under.
Yeah, should we like go Back to the Future deal?
So there you go. Yeah.
Is that how time travel works? I
don't know. Endgame takes all of the rules and says, forget it. Just forget it. It's all garbage.
That was such a fun scene where they're just like, no. This movie's bullshit. This movie's bullshit. This movie.
And Die Hard. And Die Hard.
Yeah, it's just for fun. Why not? Actually, so here's something fun. I had an interesting discussion with a friend about Endgame this week. So if you really think about the time travel aspects of it, the Captain America ending doesn't make sense because he wouldn't come back into the art. He would go into the future of that timeline. But it's so emotionally satisfying to see him go through that. So I guess the question is, does emotional payoff and resonance trump logic? And I'd say yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he wouldn't be there because he'd be stuck in the... Because what the lady from Doctor Strange, she shows that the timeline forks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Oh,
also,
man.
they took them all from different time periods and different worlds. How is he going to get to Vormir? How is he going to get to Asgard? But that's another discussion.
Yeah, and Cody brought up, I think, I've mentioned this maybe 6 or 7 times, and definitely with Cody on Scream Stream. Mm-hmm. When he goes to return the Soul Stone, what's that? Can we have a movie on just that?
Oh my God, you can see the Red Skull!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that yet.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Why wasn't that like I hope they shot something like that because you have that opportunity and leave it?
Watch, let's give you like a short film on the Blu-ray release.
I hope so.
Captain America's Crazy Journey.
It doesn't make sense. Like that's a really missed opportunity if they didn't do anything with that because
that's interesting.
I can't believe it just hit you now.
I just hadn't thought. There's so much in that movie, man. It's like hard to process all of it,
right?
And you did fall asleep on it, so there's that.
I did fall asleep. And another interesting thing. So in Infinity War, Thanos sees Gamora in the Soul Stone verse after he goes into that thing for a minute, but Clint doesn't. That's interesting. He doesn't. I mean, not that he would see Gamora. He doesn't see Black Widow in there. And also, now I had another thought this week. So is Guardians 3 just going to be them trying to find a way to get people out of the Soul Stone? Like, is Guardians 3 just going to be about trying to find a way to bring back Gamora and Black Widow? Because also, didn't Gamora in Endgame get snapped away?
No, because now Part 3 Gamora is actually Part 1 Gamora. And, Gamora, not wait. Oh, wait,
yeah. We never actually see, this is something I was looking for at the second viewing. We never see Gamora after the snap. But we do see Peter on his computer searching for Gamora. So there might not be a living Gamora in the current MCU. There's literally no evidence that she's alive anywhere. Because the one that turned good kind of might have gotten killed.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes.
I just wanted to get Dino involved somehow.
No, sorry.
He's just over there drooling while we talk about theories.
No.
These movies are currently in movie theaters and they're in color. And the people talk during them.
How big's the screen?
Oh, them talkies! I love them.
It's incredible what they're doing with the motion pictures these days.
Do they still have popcorn?
No.
Dino, I bought my dad a TV the other day.
Holy cripe!
It didn't have a booty. It was thin. It was like this laptop. By the way, this is oh my god!
What the heck is that, Lindsay?
You start a group laptop fund. You keep doing
what? I know.
Well, I bought this laptop for $80 off Amazon, so if it breaks, it's not the worst in the
world.
Well,
I can throw a quick question out there again from Raiders AK. He says, I want to know how future Nebula's memory was able to be seen by past Nebula.
Uh, internet.
Okay, there you go, Felix.
Nebula net.
What's that, CP?
What's your next question?
Oh, okay.
Same
No,
signal. What else you want to know?
it's an interesting question. It is a really good. I have wondered about it because you have to bring Thanos into the story somehow.
Well, Nebula downloaded a patch to bypass the Y2K bug, so any sort of
It works. It works. That's all we care about. The government
Nebula's
took
cloud
care of it.
Got all messed up because there was multiple versions of things being uploaded to it.
Yeah, she had the Princess Leia help me Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was playing too.
Well, how about that?
It kind of looked like that. I thought that was cute.
Dude, yeah.
How about that Pokemon Detective Pikachu? Huh?
Oh yeah, you want to talk about stuff that's coming out? We'll talk about stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
Oof, guys, like, I don't want to be excited for this movie. I've been hurt by so many video game movies, but it looks good.
No.
Yeah. I know jack shit, but I think we're going Thursday. Thursday night. No, we're not going Thursday night. Very important night, Thursday night.
Oh, yeah.
Channel.
What's that? What's going on?
We're doing
F-Bach. Okay, go ahead.
The Fantasy Box Office Challenge, Lindsay.
Oh, yes. I've heard rumors or rumblings about that.
Did you officially say yes or no?
I don't know if I got invited, but we could talk. We could talk off.
I sent a countrywide thing.
Yeah, I mean he literally
it's a worldwide thing.
Yeah, he literally paid advertisements are all over the internet.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that. Anto in the chat brings up something I can't believe we almost forgot about. Rest in peace, Peter Mayhew.
Yes,
indeed.
Yeah. I would have hated it myself if we didn't actually mention that.
Somebody, man, way to shift the spirit. Somebody it's
okay.
It's accurate. Somebody put up a picture on Twitter of Peter Mayhew, like a promo image of him holding Carrie Fisher, and they said,
I cried.
Just sweet, really sweet. I can't tell if you're.
No, of course it's sad news, man. Anytime any of these people, iconic figures pass away, unless they're pricks in real life, and I believe the guy was a good guy, as far as I know. It's sad news.
Even when the prick celebrities go, you're still like, oh, we're never going to see that guy's performance again. It's just, it's always, it's a moment of reflection.
True.
Inexplicably, Lance Henriksen's 79.
Wow. It's getting up there.
For him. Damn.
Yeah. Any correlation on that?
No.
You know something we don't know?
Because I had a birthday notice,
Okay.
Lance Henriksen. Whenever somebody's trending, I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I know.
And then you click, and it's like, oh, it's just their birthday? Really?
I got to start looking at those trending things on the side of Twitter.
Yeah, that's why, like, with...
those tweet twats.
James Cameron, I was like, why, James Cameron? What do we got here? What's going on? Oh, Marvel fans are just shitting on his head. Awesome.
Marvel fans are being Marvel fans.
Yeah.
Our movies are the best, and everything else is not us, and it's not the best.
Yeah, James Cameron said he wants a change of pace, and well, screw him. Now we're the best. Yeah, all right.
James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does for James Cameron. James Cameron does what James Cameron does because
he wants to go underwater.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, so let's see if Pokemon Detective Pikachu puts a dent in Avengers at all.
So
it's going to make money.
It is. Oh yeah,
money.
Yeah.
70 million.
I think a little bit above that. Yeah.
So it's going to be in first this week.
I would put it in first. Yeah. Or I mean, so 149.
That's a tough question.
It's a crapshoot. You know what? No, I'll say it. Pokemon. It's Pokemon. Pokemon is going to take first place this weekend.
So wait, what?
Okay.
Go ahead, math boy. Give me the history on Pokemon movies. I know the one that came out in '99 was a big deal. We've had other ones since then, haven't we?
Oh yeah, there's been 20 or 30. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of them, and they're all not really that good. The one from '99 is kind of fun and cute, and it's like not aging wellness, but none of them are really high art or really interesting or even watchable if you've never seen a Pokemon movie before. But I think the accessibility of this one. I think the fact that it's Ryan Reynolds, he's so hot right now. He could make it My Dinner with Andre. and he did make $1 billion.
He could be in a Tyler Perry movie even and make some
Pokemon
cash.
Is also
Tyler Perry movies make money just on Tyler Perry's name. What are you talking about?
Well, a certain amount of money. I mean,
What?
I don't think you're talking 70, 80, million.
Dino's coded speech here.
Yeah, well, where's this going? I can't
A certain amount of money.
Oh, I can't say anything anymore.
A certain amount of money.
I need to become someone else again. Okay, yeah.
Hey, it's okay. You're not the one who said what was it I said on the late
like 3 weeks ago.
Colored people. It's 1960.
It wasn't even the late show. He said it on this one.
It's 1962 again.
There.
Yeah.
That's a. If Peter's there, it's a late show. If it's Lindsay, it's the early show.
Are you drinking out of my water fountain again, son? Anyway,
but Pokemon's going to make a lot of money this weekend because Pokemon is one of the most successful franchises, multimedia franchises of all.
True, but I still say Avengers comes in #1 again this week. But go ahead.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. They're not really doing that many showings. That actually, if anything, is going to keep it from taking #1 this weekend. It might be the fact that they're not doing that many showings. That's a good point, Peter. All right, not Peter. CP.
Is that CP. Showing sold out?
Oh, that's 15, mostly sold out.
15's pretty damn full for Pikachu.
For Monday.
Well, that's their first showing, right?
Thursday night.
Okay.
Well, of course they're going to hit it first showing. I mean, come on. Sunday night, then you look at the seating.
Sunday night.
Yeah, and then we can talk about it.
I could be wrong. It's entirely. And if I am, I'll totally own it next week. But I have a feeling Avengers is going to get dethroned here.
Okay.
There's Sunday night.
I told you.
Hey, they got 2 sold. That's something.
Yeah, hey, CP, real quick. Look at Avengers for Sunday night. The same thing, same time.
All right.
Come on, hurry up. Yeah. See,
a smattering.
Yeah.
Okay.
A smattering.
Somebody spit on the screen. I see it. Well,
and also, like, they've been very smart with this movie. When I first heard they were making a Detective Pikachu movie, I was like, that's the dumbest idea ever. Because, wow, that's crazy. You're doing Pokemon, sure, fine, whatever. But you're doing this weird, obscure version of Pokemon. But actually, the weird, obscure version of it's because instead of being this big thing about, we have to go on this big sweeping journey and find all these weird creatures and fight all these random people, it's going to be a more or less centralized story, probably fairly character-driven, as is the son trying to solve the death of his father, and this Pikachu's connected to that. I think they've just been really smart with this movie, and it's going to be really accessible to people who either know Pokemon or don't. Non-Pokemon fans will just think it's cute and fun, and Pokemon fans will probably be crying their eyes out for seeing a Jigglypuff sing songs that put people to sleep and then drawing on their faces.
What
were the words I just said? They were words.
Yeah, Lindsay hit his nerdy quota this week.
There you go.
It seems like every 3 weeks Lindsay just goes off on one, and it just doesn't resemble English.
Well, can I do my 4 minutes on the Metal Gear Solid movie? Like, I really want to talk about what I think the plot of that movie is going to be.
No, if people pay for it, you can do it, but there's no.
There it is, guys. If you ever want me to do a weekly thing on Metal Gear Solid on this show, we'll need some super chats. Let's make that happen, peeps.
The blue corner says it's only making money because of Ryan. Was it just a regular Pokemon movie? It wouldn't be a big deal.
That's Dennis. Blue corner.
Okay. Dennis.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Like, if it was like a regular going around getting all the gym badges movie, it wouldn't make money. And if it wasn't with Ryan Reynolds, it would not make money either.
No,
or Ryan Gosling.
I agree, but you also kind of referenced this yourself, Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
You made it seem like Ryan Reynolds is this bankable star, and I don't think Ryan Reynolds is like The Rock right now. I don't
think so either.
I don't think you can have, Ryan Reynolds in, Uber driver and have it.
Ryan Reynolds is at this point right now. Like, if it's a good movie, he's in a great spot. He's got the goodwill. He'll bring people in and it'll be okay. But if it's bad, he'll lose that goodwill and he'll have to do Deadpool 3 or something like that in order to get people to go see a movie of his again.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah. There's other movies that come out this week too that.
Are there? Yeah. Rebel Wilson. Anyway, real quick, Confused Review says if Endgame can catch up in 10 days versus Avatar's 238, it doesn't stand a chance being at the top much longer. I don't know if
That's
I
fair.
agree with that, but yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
it could run the steam. Like I said, it was strange that it didn't set the Monday record.
That's true. That's very true.
It's
It could be
really
telling of it losing.
strange.
It could be losing steam. That could be a sign of that. But also, guys,
Also,
we got we got a super chat.
Yeah, what's that say, Lindsay? I can't read that.
It says need a Metal Gear Solid chat.
who is that
Ah,
from? Who is that
It's from Ben Grimm, who is my
Ben.
MVP of this show.
Ben.
How about this? I'll prepare something fun for next
Oh.
week because we're wrapping up here. We should start.
don't fuel the fire, Ben.
I promise you, Ben. I will give you something fun for next week.
Wait, what are we leading into next week? You might want to do it now. If
Oh, just a fun discussion about Metal
no,
Gear
no,
Solid.
what's the release next week? Is there a major release?
Oh, Detective Pikachu.
That's this week.
Yeah.
Oh, what's releasing next week? Oh,
Dude, you're too busy on Planet Nerddom. You're so excited about stupid video games.
Yeah,
and-
we don't
Dude,
need to mention.
Someone just gave me money to talk about one of my favorite video game series of all time.
What was the amount, though?
That is not the
$1.99.
point. Someone still paid
$1.99.
me in order to be a nerd, and I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
be
Ben.
this nerd.
The minimum to put a comment. I think that's what I think. $1.99 is the minimum to put a comment on super chats.
And John Wick is the biggest one coming out next week.
Oh.
All right, well, yeah, go ahead, get your Metal Gear out of your system.
CP simply doesn't understand how attached Reynolds is. The ladies will come out for him.
Yeah, but not as a yellow poofy monster. Who said that? Did Dennis say that?
No, Luke, Confused Reviews. And we got another super chat by Raiders AK, $3.99. I double the amount to not talk about them. Yes. Thank you, Felix. No. Oh, Lindsay. The battle continues.
All right, so Ben's a patron. So Lindsay, Raiders is too. So Lindsay, what you can do is record something, and I'll have it be a special feature or something.
I'll put something fun together in one way or shape or form for this.
Yeah.
Ben Grimm, thank you very much. Raiders AK, thank you very much.
Yes.
I love you both.
Yes, thank you, Raiders.
And one last, really quick. Again, the Ryan Reynolds CP. He could play a frickin' toilet, and the honeys would throw money to see him on screen. Whatever.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it sounds horrible. Ryan Reynolds is a toilet. I don't need that in my life.
Like I'm trying to think. Like, what is the counterpart? Who's a hot piece of ass female?
That's funny.
Man, I feel old. What? Who's the hot actress right now?
Charlize Theron.
What?
Dude, right now?
I say Charlize Theron is not hot.
The chick from Congo?
But she's
I
think he's talking new.
Yeah.
No.
Lindsay, I'm flabbergasted. Charlize Theron.
Sorry, I find this
Jennifer
find
Lawrence.
hot.
Jennifer Lawrence, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't put her in anything. Actually, she's not even ultra hot neither. Ryan Reynolds.
I say Ryan Reynolds is a bigger star than Jennifer Lawrence, even at her peak.
Yeah. This is an interesting thing. I don't think,
Rebel Wilson.
I don't think I don't think the name Ryan Reynolds is bankable. I think him in a tight shirt or showing off that.
Do you really?
Eight pack of his.
Is that what you think about when you hear Ryan Reynolds? Just him in his tight shirt?
Well, in the relativity to what we're speaking, sure.
Oh, so just not, you're just sitting there going, oh, Ryan Reynolds.
I have a poster on my ceiling.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't need to think
Shit,
about it.
I thought I was the only one that had that. It's a full-size one, right? 6 foot?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hey, my boy Ben in the chat says Brie Larson is the hottest of the hot right now. That's.
Yeah.
She's been in 2 movies this year that made $1 billion each. One of them made 2.
I tend to disagree there, Ben.
So a genuine topic here.
I'll take the poster though. Oh, go ahead.
Brie Larson says she wants to direct an MCU movie.
Even more reason for you guys to all hate her, maybe, and start coming on the bandwagon.
I mean, let's see what her. I mean, has she directed anything else?
Have any of you sat through that unicorn movie yet?
No.
Wait, what unicorn movie?
I don't know what it's called. I made it 15 minutes.
The Brie Larson Project.
Brie Larson Netflix movie, Unicorn Academy or Unicorn. I'm gonna paint my face and live at home with my parents.
Sure.
I have no idea what that is. I'm not even seeing. Oh, the Unicorn Store. Okay, I'm seeing it on her IMDb.
She directed that.
Samuel L. Jackson.
High praise.
Bark.
Ay, ay, ay. No, thank you.
This is a good cast. Bradley Whitford, Joan Cusack. I might watch this just out of sheer curiosity, but okay, it's bad.
Please
okay.
do, and get back to us next week.
Yeah, I got 15 minutes in and said, no, this is
utter crap.
She wants to direct an MCU movie. She can't direct a soft. I don't know what you call that. A comedy, like it's a feel good comedy about a.
You think there's something going on behind the scenes with her and the higher ups?
Sam?
What's that?
I don't know.
Anyways, yeah.
Oh, that's a really good point from White Tim here. Lindsay, look at the Russo brothers before they did Captain America. You, me, and Dupree. Was that? I mean, it's a very good point, dude. You, me, and Dupree is very hard to watch. That's my Unicorn Store. I've tried to watch that movie twice. I've never finished it. I think I got more than 15 minutes, but I've never finished it.
So Tim's argument is that Brie Larson could feasibly direct a MCU movie just because.
Oh, I mean, she's just saying, MCU directors have made shit movies before they were in the MCU.
They're saying she's the Hitchcock to Peele's Kubrick.
Here we go. Who said that?
She's the next Spielberg, Ben Grimm. He's going off.
Yeah.
Okay, this is getting. Maybe we should wrap up before we get too off the rails here. This is getting a bit silly.
So Anne Hathaway, who it could be on my list, is in another gender switch movie. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is coming out this week. Also known as The Hustle with Rebel Wilson. She might actually be the hot actress.
Anne Hathaway?
Rebel Wilson?
No, Rebel Wilson's in a ton of shit.
She is, you're not wrong.
But I'm not very excited about the film, that's for sure.
Oh, we should at least reference that the Tolkien movie is coming out this week, and that is getting horrendous reviews.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
The movie about the guy who wrote Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Tolkien?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Fun fact, because of legal reasons, they actually can't really name any Lord of the Ringsy things.
Oh, no.
Because the estate has disowned the movie. And, yeah. So I think I read a review that said they say the word Hobbit once, but that is it.
Well, no wonder it's getting horrendous reviews and all that, because that's what his whole life was about. So, anyways. Okay, you all right? Is it coming back, CP?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I was doing a thing. I'm fine. I forget that when I cough-ish, it's. So no excitement for the.
Nope.
Well, Tolkien, I don't think he's going to do anything. We have a screen count on Tolkien. On Tolkien indie release.
1,300.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
How about Palms?
Fox Searchlight, that's not bad, but 13. It's not gonna do very well.
Will The Hustle crack the top 3? Tino, check your golden clipboard there.
I believe so.
Top 3?
Yeah,
I think it will come in third.
Yeah. Or I mean, what else?
Avengers, Pikachu.
By a hair, it'll come in third. By a hair.
What do you contemplate?
No, you're right. I was trying to get
Deep thoughts.
It'll come in third place.
By Lindsay Pankers.
So I just have a feeling that this Palms movie that's about like cheerleaders or something like that.
That's not a lot of screens. That's on 2700 or some shit, right?
Almost the same as The Hustle, yeah. 2700.
Yeah, that's why I was about to give it it's on 50 less. That's why I was gonna maybe give it a little edge, but I don't think so. I don't see it.
Cast is a little bit, more relevant and bigger in The Hustle. Palms, not so much, even though I like some of the cast members.
Diane Keaton is in Palms, man.
That's the one thing I was saying. I mean, I love Diane Keaton, man. She's awesome.
I'm just being a dick.
So for those of you who like the stupid, silly, mathy part of this, we are holding the first annual public FBOC.
Yeah.
Box office challenge, which at the moment there's a prize. At the moment there's a $10 Amazon. Oh yeah, Dino, is that public knowledge that you're putting in 10?
Well, yeah, I keep saying it. Yeah.
Okay, so Dino's putting 10 in, so it's $20 to the winner, and we're going to have a draft for summer movies. You might want to tune into the channel Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. A bunch of people,
good stuff.
Got a lot of people taking part. We're maxing out at 10 teams, but
it's exciting.
I think the rules are on my channel if you need to know anything. And Dino's so confident he decided to match the prize.
Yeah, my team name is the Brie Larceny with a great logo.
But it's spelled larceny with her name.
Yes.
SONY. So we're gonna have tune in to see what bizarre. If you've watched us do the Oscar draft in the past, it's not unlike that, except with nominations, we're just replacing that with movies. It'll be fun for us math movie nerds.
Yes. Insert confetti here.
Anything else to end on, guys? Prepare your thesis on Metal Gear Solid there, Lindsay.
I was almost going to say that, then I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, I will have something prepped for next week for Metal Gear Solid. Yeah,
somebody put their money where your mouth is, so
we'll have a good time. Don't even worry about it.
Shit. Buy me time. Buy you time.
Vamping.
So thank everybody. Oh, go ahead.
Thank you, Felix. Emily and I will be doing this. I don't. Maybe later. I don't know. Sometime in the next couple of days.
Cool.
But it might be streamed on her channel, which is Emily Adventures in Horrorland, because her computer's a lot more.
CP is holding up Death Nut Challenge.
The Death Nut Challenge, which when there's only 3 nuts per column, I'm scared.
And Raiders AK Felix in
the
chat.
Death Nuts, are they so spicy or are they?
Yeah, the level of
he downed it in like 5 minutes or so.
Felix, that record is not getting beaten. So number 1, you start at 1, getting started. Carolina Reaper, chocolate Butella peppers, heat level mild. Number 2, Carolina Reaper and ghost peppers, mild plus. Number 3, Carolina Reaper 7-pot brain strain peppers, heat level medium. Number 4 is hot. Pain sets in. 2, Carolina Reaper 7-pot Douglas peppers. And then number 5 is stupid hot, which is the Death Nut. 2 Carolina Reapers, Maruga Scorpion, 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals.
Okay.
What?
Other words that just sound scary.
Yeah, it does not sound good, that's for sure. Or healthy.
Also known as breathing asshole. That's what that's what that equals.
Okay.
So, Emily,
Comet for the intestines.
Yeah. Yeah, get the omeprazole ready for all of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Emily says she likes spicy stuff, so more than I do. So
I bet that she does.
and she'll get further than me. I'm almost all but guaranteeing it. But
That's a spicy meatball.
you want some entertainment? Watch me cry.
Oh, I can't wait. That sounds amazing.
It does.
All right. Anything to plug, gentlemen? Dino, you're going live tomorrow. What?
Yes, I on the Late Horror Show tomorrow 9 p.m. I will be streaming live with my co-host Ted, as always, and we will be doing the top 10 vampire films of all time.
Twilight, New Moon.
Exactly
Eclipse.
not.
And Breaking Dawn is 2 movies technically, so there's that.
This is true.
In the coming Tuesdays, I think we're going to start hitting the Friday the 13th commentaries. We're going to start hitting those. So there you go. Yeah, I know. Ooh.
Okay.
You may be involved. So
let me have a fixed computer before you even think about doing that shit. But yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Yeah. When? Well, yeah. We'll
but these I
yeah,
got.
Lindsay, anything?
Just some fun Metal Gear Solid junk to look forward to. That's all. Let's just leave it at that.
I'm excited. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna try to do after hours. There's been a bit of a struggle, but Dino's channel, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully, we will see very soon.
Awesome. Sounds like a good time.
So there you go.
Are we off yet? Turn it